Hello YouTube, Nathan Dewey here, doing a response to my 200th subscriber. Before I start this video, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my local friend Mike Bear, who said he would subscribe. I don't know if you have, but if you haven't, you better do it, man. You said you would. Bro code. Alright, this video is going to be entitled My Views on the Internet. These are going to be a few observations I've made just being on YouTube and the forums and just the internet in general and how it works and how it in some ways brings us all together and in other ways takes us apart. Alright, a few short questions. I'm not going to go super long, but alright, first question. Does the internet hinder social interaction? For me, no. Well, let me back up. I started my YouTube account about 3 years ago. I just did it so that I could comment, just leave comments like everybody else. There's a lot of subscribers that have no vids of their own. They just have playlists. Those make me laugh. I don't know. You have a channel. You don't have any contributions of your own. Playlists. This is what I listen to. Playlist. Follow me. Subscribe. Anyway, I'm rambling. The internet is weird. I've met a lot of cool people over the internet, and I'll tell you right now that if it wasn't for the internet and the forums and YouTube, I wouldn't have a knife making career, or at least it wouldn't have started up as fast as it could have. That's the thing, when all these people are connected, things just tend to progress faster. There's more information out there, there's more awareness. Like, if this was 50 years ago and I just started making knives, I would probably go to my local flea market, pay some amount of money for a booth like every weekend or so, and maybe after a few years get my name out in some catalog or something like Bud K or Cabela's, something like that. But it would be a lot slower. That should go without saying. Back to social interaction. I can say that I know a lot more people than I did without the internet. It's basically just two worlds. It's the world of the forums and YouTube and people that I've seen in videos, and then there's my real world, my family, my friends that I still hang out with high school coworkers. So for me it's helped, but for other people I'm not so sure. Like, I'm pretty limited about it. Like, I'm not an internet gamer. I don't Facebook or Twitter. I don't blog. So my experience is kind of limited. I'm not super huge into the internet, though I do rely on it quite a bit for my business. So for me it helps. That's all I'm going to say. Other question. How to handle trolls? Honestly, the best example, the best advice I can ever give you is ignore them. Do not give them the satisfaction of getting under your skin by responding to them. Because it is bullying. It's cyberbullying, and big shocker here, I was bullied quite a bit. From like first grade to, gosh, I want to say 7th grade. Like, I remember this one instance where I was just starting school, first grade, and I rode the bus. Nothing wrong with that. You ride the bus. I lived in Cook County, Illinois, public school, rode the bus. I had gotten this scab on my nose because my sister pushed me into the carpet and it kind of scraped. And for some unforeseen reason, I decided to show it to people on the bus. Like, hey, I got this mark on my nose. And then somebody said, pimple. Guess where that went? here's a chant. Nathan's got a pimple. Nathan's got a pimple. I say, stop, stop. And we had this bus driver named Bob. Bob, they're making, they're picking on me. And then my parents got involved, and so I didn't ride the bus anymore. Now the thing about this school is that it had this cab service. This has a point, by the way. Bear with me. Alright, the school I went to had a cab service, and for some kids you could just take the cab. Guess what happened on the cab? I would be bullied by one person that still rode the cab, and it would be a constant bickering throughout the entire time. It was always driven by some Indian guy or Muslim guy, I can't remember. I know one of them had a dot. The beads on the back of the chair, that's always a giveaway. So yeah, me leaving the bus didn't change anything. Now the reason I'm bringing this up is because a person I subscribe to, I'm not going to mention his name, but if you're in the know you can probably figure out who this is. He had a channel where he mainly focused on microtech knives, collectors and stuff. But he also liked to, take some videos to share his views. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's his channel. He can do what he wants. And he got trolled. He got trolled specifically for his atheistic and libertarian beliefs. That kind of narrows it down for you. No names, no names. And he had, for lack of a better term, and no disrespect, dude, I love your channel, but still, or what used to be his channel, it's gone now, he moved to something else, but he told a group of people to get off his channel. And he was very angry about it. He was very aggressive, and I'm just looking at like, dude, you melted down. What? What causes someone to do this? It's the internet. These people can go away with the click of a button. They don't exist as far as you're concerned. They have no bearance on your world. But that's the power of trolls, man. They live vicariously through your success and failures. And they just feel some compulsion to ruin someone else's day. And look, I've been trolled. Doesn't matter by who, because they're all the same person, really. But you know what? I didn't let it get to me. Just like bullying. The way that you hinder bullying, the way that you hinder trolling, is the way that you react to it. There is no other way. You can't have the government step in. You can't make people change their nature. If you're not fun to make fun of, they'll get bored. I am dead serious. Do not pay them attention. Or if you are going to pay them attention, how about have fun with it? And when I say have fun with it, I mean just, have a laugh. Do it in a joyous, all in good fun, jeering type of way. It doesn't have to be angry or passive aggressive. It can just be, oh wow, look how ridiculous this comment is, and have a laugh and let other people laugh. Smile and the world smiles with you. Cliche. Oh boy, what's the time on here? That's my yard, by the way. Okay, we're into 9 minutes. Willow tree. Yeah. So, yeah, that whole incident with that one subscriber really kind of shook my world, and it kind of got me thinking: if I had been trolled that hard, would I have done the same? And I would like to say no. Let me put it right here. I promise that I will never, ever lash out at you guys. I will never, put my own personal life into your channel, into my channel, that is like negative and hateful and spiteful. I promise never to do that. If I get trolled, I'll leave them alone. Basically, I'll just leave it to you guys, because, and hey, I'm not saying, If you leave them alone, then God bless you. I'm leading by example. Alright. I'm kind of chilly right now because I'm outside. It's like 70 degrees, and I gotta. A few more minutes. Alright, my last question I'm going to address is a little more specific, but I think it has to be said. These are just observations. Please correct me if I'm wrong or ignorant about anything, but here it is. What I think of the cutlery lover / exile cutlery FU-42 scenario. Okay. I'm going to stand up because I'm jittery. I'm going to just walk around because it's more comfortable for me. You're stalling! Alright. I think in the beginning, Jeff meant well. He made a mistake. For some reason, he didn't do as much research as he should have, as much as he normally does. He got flack for it. He tried to defend his channel. He got flack for that too. He took it down. I didn't see it, so I can't really comment on that vid. But the third vid, the drama, let's talk about it. I commended him for it. I posted it on the JD. I was like, okay, he made a mistake. He admitted it. Let's move on. And then people on the forums were like, well, he did it in a passive-aggressive type of way. That, oh, people really crapped on me, that type of thing. And then yesterday, he did a legitimate review on said knife. And I enjoyed it. And to his credit, he addressed, I think, all of the issues that were addressed in the forums. And he acknowledged the possible controversy of said product, the shadiness of its origin. Like, the review basically came out in the same result as the actual copies, the clones, the Benchmade 42 clones, in that it flipped well. Shoddy workmanship, but still better than the average cheapo, and poor heat treat. It didn't hold nice, that type of thing. So these three things have remained constant in reviewing the FU-42 and the Benchmade clones. And they look the same, and they feel the same. And people on the forums have unanimously agreed on this. And I think the problem is not so much that he reviewed it, but it's because that there's this very large rift between two groups. You have the forums and YouTube. Now, obviously, YouTube and the forums can oftentimes cross, but more often than not, they're separate. They're separate chains of information. And YouTube is bigger. That's a fact. It's more accessible. A lot more people do vlogs than written down reviews anymore. Some forums you have to pay, while YouTube, you can just register. Doesn't cost you anything. So the backlash, the problem of what I've seen in that video has come from two places. It's come from the YouTube community, the younger people who want to get in the Balisong hobby, but they're they don't have the money and they don't know about the forums, obviously, so they see this cool product and they're like, oh, thanks, Jeff. I was gonna spend money on a Kimura, but now I'm gonna buy this because you said so. And then people from the forums that went onto YouTube said, how dare you, Jeff, how dare you support this retailer, he's scum, he's a rip-off artist. Now, I'm not saying he isn't. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm not gonna, that's not the issue. Please don't flag me. But you had two separate, interests. in mind. And Cutlery Lover mentioned in his last video how he was going to get 2 more similar volley songs, like a standard FU42 and a Benchmade clone, and how he's going to do a legitimate comparison to it, trying to be as unbiased as possible, and good for him. You know, look, there's nothing wrong with being thorough. I know a lot of guys on the forums are going to say, well, why waste your time? You know, it's proven, it's facts. Well, you guys are on the forums. We are small compared to YouTube. You know, I've only seen, gosh, a couple, oh, no, wait, I think 3 or 4 vids addressing the clones of copies, and maybe that's not enough. You know, maybe Cutlery Lover does need to step up and do these comparisons and get to the bottom of this and be thorough. So, congratulations. I'm actually looking forward to it. Personally, I have no interest in the knife, but I congratulate him for taking that extra step to, you know, being a good reviewer, being honest with people. So, and I'm not the biggest Cutlery Lover fan either. I don't watch his food reviews. I'll occasionally watch something with knife related, but you know, but I am a casual viewer, and as a casual viewer, you know, I just felt some need to stand up and share my observations. So thank you for listening to my ramblings. Thank you for all my 200 subscribers, and thanks for looking. Take care.